We mix it up a little bit here on this show, and now we got to talk a little Raiders football. Excited that it'll be my first opportunity to be able to see the stadium. I'm gonna be checking out the stadium and going to the game Sunday. It is the Buffalo Bills versus the Las Vegas Raiders, and it's going to be a lot of fun because the Buffalo Bills are a really good football team. How good are they? I don't know because they haven't played exactly great competition, but we know they can score, and the Raiders are 2-1. They're coming off of a loss. Again, nothing shameful losing to the New England Patriots on the road. Myself and Ken Thomson, who joined me last week, we said that the Raiders were at a tough spot. I also think this is a tough spot, but also an opportunity for the Raiders. So joining us right now on the line, he hosts SportsXRadio, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on KDWN Monday through Friday. Ken Thomson joining us right now on the line. Ken, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, KT?
Bri, what's going on? And happy birthday to JD.
Hey, thank you.
That's right. So, Ken, JD's old enough to be your son, by the way. Isn't that true? That's what I heard. Oh,
Actually,
okay.
you are.
Oh, okay. That's fair point. That's a fair point. So, Ken, let's talk a little bit about this game. So you have a Buffalo Bills team coming into town undefeated. They haven't exactly played the best of what is the NFL. However, they've looked very impressive. You got to give them that. Their quarterback has been very, very good, and they have a very potent offense. With that being said, the Raiders going to New England, not a surprise. We both thought that the Raiders, it was a tough spot for them, and Cam Newton and the Patriots were a little bit too much for them on the road. Break down this game for me. Do you agree with me that I think that spread's around 3? I think that's probably about right. I think it's asking a lot for the Raiders to win this game, but I certainly think they're capable of it.
They're definitely capable of it, but injuries, again, have taken a toll. You got Brian Edwards, Henry Ruggs III, probably not going to play. Edwards definitely out, and Ruggs more than likely not going to play. So you got to get other guys that have to step up. Hunter Renfro's done his job, but veterans like Nelson Aguilar and former Buffalo Bills A. Jones, they need to do their job. There's going to be concentration on Darren Waller. So maybe you split him out a little bit and use Foster Moreau, another solid tight end that can do the job. You got to give the ball to Jacobs, but use Richard and Booker as well. And then Carr's got to get outside the pocket sometimes to take pressure off himself. The defense, on the other hand, they've got to keep Josh Allen inside the pocket. He throws very well with his right when he's rolling to his right, and then, of course, he can use his legs. He's a big guy, not going to shy away from contact. He has been sacked 8 times so far, thrown a couple interceptions. They've got playmakers on defense, but the big acquisition of Stephon Diggs coming over from Minnesota has paid dividends, takes pressure off Cole Beasley. John Brown's a little bit banged up. They're fortunate there. And Devin Singletary's an outstanding running back, so the Raiders will have to concentrate there. They've got to get pressure. Abram, Morrow, Max Crosby, who had 2 sacks against New England, these guys got to be the leaders.
You know, speaking of the running game, the Raiders have just been, in my opinion, porous against the run. The Patriots ran for 250 yards against them. The Bills' running game isn't that strong. You know, Zach Moss is a good goal line back. Singletary he's not going to do what the Patriots did, in my opinion. I mean, do you think that the Raiders can get better against the run the rest of the year, KT? Because they've just looked really bad.
Yeah, no, they need to. And Singletary's got nearly 5 yards a carry. Moss less than 3 yards a carry. So, definitely concentrate on Singletary. But he's an outstanding receiver out of the backfield as well. Already 11 receptions. Look, Josh Jacobs has to be big, and you have to use Jalen Richard. Jalen Richard, he's got 3 carries for 40 yards, but he's also very good out of the backfield receiving the ball, and so is Devin Booker in a short time there with the Raiders. Those guys, that's the way of the NFL now. You're seeing that running back has got to come out like an Alvin Kamara and be that receiver out of the backfield, and that in turn puts more pressure on a middle linebacker. Raiders are fortunate they have somebody like Littleton. Morrow's done a nice job. They may get Kwiatkowski back, but they're still banged up on the defensive side and the offensive side. So John Gruden not playing with a full deck as far as players. As far as coaching, he's definitely got a full deck, but he's going against else that I wouldn't want to play chess against, and that's Sean McDermott, outstanding young coach.
So, Ken, looking at the spread, since you talk about the numbers on your show on SportsXRadio, let's do that here. Let's try to make some people some money. I am 3-0 when it comes to Raiders games against the number. As you know, I took the Patriots last week. This is a tough one. I got to be honest with you. The line is 3, depending on where you shop, 3.5. I think that's about right. I don't like the spread in this game. I could see this being a one-score game and go either way. I'm saying I like the Bills' money line. I think there's value in taking the Bills' money line. I think they win this game Where am I wrong? The over-under, by the way, if I had to lean towards anything, it would be towards the over. Raiders, not the greatest team defensively. Buffalo, not either, though I think their defense, you can make the argument better than the Raiders.
And they've got back Tremaine Edmonds, which is a huge addition for them. He was injured. He can guard Darren Waller pretty well.
So, Ken, what do you make of the total, which is around 52.5, somewhere 53? What do you make of the line? Let's assume it's around 3.5.
Yeah, I could see both teams concentrating on running the ball a little bit more. And also Buffalo, they're going to concentrate on the defense. They blew a 28-3 lead at home to the Rams. Very fortunate they got a controversial pass interference call down the stretch. They cashed in, end up getting the win and the cover by a half point or a point, depending on where you played that game. So they were very fortunate. Look, the Rams team's a lot better than people think, so don't think that they nearly lost to a team that's a doormat, because this Rams team, I think most everybody underestimated this team, thinking they're going to take a major step back in the NFC West, and that's not the case so far. I can't disagree with you, Bri, as far as the money line. It's a game that I'm going to stay away from and see how it gets going in the trenches, because the Raiders banged up on both sides of the ball without Richie Incognito, who would be going against his old team. That would have been a lot of fun. And, of course, an anchor at guard. But, they've got other guys that are stepping up that need to do their job. Right now, the Bills are favored. They should be. But, again, going from East Coast to West Coast isn't that great for the team that's favored. You're going to see Poyer and Hyde, they're two safeties. If those guys end up leading them in tackles like they have already in their first 3 games, that's a good thing for the Raiders, because that means the ball's going downfield. That's what the Raiders need to do. Derek Carr, I want to see him throw the ball deep. I don't give a crap if it's incomplete. Stretch the field, even though Ruggs may not be there, does not matter. You've got to take pressure off the running game. They cheat their safeties up. Buffalo will do that and concentrate on shutting down Jacobs, and that in turn will put more pressure on Carr. Carr, get outside the pocket, give your chance to throw the ball away and also to run and slide. Make some plays with your legs, mix it up, keep Buffalo off balance. Raiders have a chance, but Brian, I can't go against your money line on the Bills. It's a game I'm staying away from. Like I said, I get involved as far as the in-running wagering.
So what do you think? So you're saying that you might see both these teams, even though you want to see Carr throw the ball more, which, by the way, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
With that being said, you're telling me that you wouldn't be surprised if both teams run the ball a little bit. If the total's around 52.5, 53, then maybe the smart money would go towards the under.
Yeah, though, it's hard to do that in this day and age. Look, even the Jets and Broncos hit 65 last night, so that total was 41. You're seeing an average of 52 points per game in the NFL so far. It's almost like the baseballs that have been juiced, at least during the regular season. I think they put new baseballs in for the postseason for the most part, except with the Yankees. As far as the Yankees right now, they're hitting everything. But, I'm telling you, I think this is a game that could go either way, and it's a bigger game for the Raiders because they go to Kansas City next week before the bye, and then they come back and they'll have to play Tampa Bay and then go to Cleveland. So this is a monumentous game for the Raiders. They've got to win it. Buffalo sitting at 3-0. They're okay if they drop.
Well, you're looking at Josh Allen. Josh Allen is having a phenomenal year. He's, in my opinion, he's number 2 in the entire MVP behind Russell Wilson at this point. But, I mean, you mentioned the totals. The total in the Cowboys-Browns game this weekend is 56. I've never seen a total that high in an NFL game before. KT, who is your surprise so far in the NFL through 3 weeks?
Well, the surprise as far as losing is the Atlanta Falcons, because they should be 2-1, but they've basically given 2 games away. I will tell you, even though people were all over Matt Patricia and Detroit, I'm telling you straight up that I think Detroit beats New Orleans this week. I don't think New Orleans is near as good as people think. I think they give the ball to Kamara too much. They don't use Taysom Hill as much, which they need to do to take some pressure off Breeze. So I'm not seeing Sean Payton with these innovative offensive mind, take care of business. But also the Packers, because we all scrutinize the Packers for not taking a wide receiver, and they're off to a 3-0 start. And really, they dominated that game for the most part in New Orleans. Aaron Rodgers looks the best. And so remember, one of those losses for Detroit was to Green Bay. And again, they gave the other game away against Chicago in the opener when they gave up 21 points in the fourth quarter. Look for Detroit to beat New Orleans straight up at home this week.
All right. And I totally agree with the Detroit pick. One of the reasons is because they're so good in space at linebacker with Jared Davis and Christian Jones. And the third linebacker, I can't think of his name, but I think they match up really well with the Saints. And the Saints, you're right, they are pretty much only Alvin Kamara. Is Michael Thomas playing this weekend?
Right now, still listed as questionable, so we'll wait and see. But even if he goes, it's a high ankle sprain he's coming off.
Right.
That means he's going to have trouble cutting, so I wouldn't put too much credence into that being your answer. Also, Jared Cook is banged up for New Orleans, and he's already got, 9 receptions. So Emmanuel Sanders will be the focal point as well as Kamara. They'll use Latavius Murray a little bit. And Breeze better get it together because right there, I know it's crazy, and I know the kid from Tampa Bay throws a lot of interceptions that's coming over, but there is a chance that you could see him if Breeze continues to struggle. Jameis Winston.
All right, KT, good job as always, my friend. I know I'll be tuned into SportsX Radio tonight, 8 to 10 p.m. Always appreciate it when you take some time to join us.
And KT, for our listeners out there, where can they find your picks right now?
Right now, they can find me at againstthenumber.com, ATN, baby, againstthenumber.com, and there will be 4 college picks and probably 5 NFL picks that'll be up probably later today.
All right, my man. Thanks for joining us. Look forward to SportsX Radio tonight. Thanks again, Ken.
Guys, outstanding show. One of your best shows today.
All right.
Thanks a lot, KT.
Thanks, Ken. I appreciate that. All right. That is the man himself. I call him Big Chucky, Ken Thomson. He looks like a WWF wrestler back from the 80s, like the the Animal Steel days.
Like Roddy Piper.
Yeah. That's Chris Wynn's type, by the way, from what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or
by
not.
the way, nobody knows as much about football as Ken Thomson does.
Yeah.
I mean, you listen to how he handicaps the games. He handicaps the games differently than anyone I've ever heard handicap a game.